What's up? Today we have the mining industry, and the video will show you what I use to pitch this client to show him how his website and how his brand identity might look like in order to help him position his company on the same level or similar level to De Beers, Tiffany, and all the big ones out there. They're emerald mining, so it's a tricky industry, and I try to be as impactful as possible. And this is the raw, unedited footage of the actual pitch. Enjoy.
Hey Elkin, I hope you're good. So I just wanted to give you a quick idea of what really is the basis of why Tiffany Co and De Beers, um, you know, have been able to endure so many years and on the top, right? And definitely is the way that their advertising has been evolving, and definitely is a combination of a lot of things, but whenever you walk through their websites and see how they all look, you see that everything is cohesive. Everything stems from one single place. Same colors, same patterns, same typography. So everything is, even when you see their business cards, marketing material, sales material, social media, it all, that it's from De Beers, or that it's from Tiffany because of the unique color compositions that they have. Now, what I'm saying is that it really matters to a brand when they're trying to build something as great as what you're trying to do, that you have this consistency. And the way that you build this consistency is by having this simple document that we call the brand guidelines, the brand identity. Now, when it comes to that, what I mean by that is, creating something that's going to be representative of your brand. Now, this is just an idea of just some samples. Doesn't really mean that it's going to be, the color that we would be using, of course. But you see, for example, for Celebra, you can see how different elements of their brand look like, right? Like the packaging, for example, some of the some of these things, the marketing material here, and a lot of other things, right? And this is an interesting logo here, of course. Then, of course, for Aurora here, you see how it's all just and and I've used the colors that represent emeralds, well, closely represent that, because you want it to be a little bit more green than that. So, for example, this one, yeah, right. Or we can go even further. Now, this is something interesting because you have this silky velvet material in the back that really resonates with emeralds, right? As an element there, and of course, you have the logo there too. This one too, for example, you see how, because of the brand identity, these are the elements that you would be using, for example, for different banners and different elements that you would use, for example, if you need to go to an event or somewhere to represent your brand, right? For example, a simple website, or this, like this. It's so what I'm trying to say is that the reason why a diamond is forever was so genius, because it was its ability to link up diamonds with timeless nature of love, right? So it converted the gemstone from a luxury item into something emotional, of an everlasting commitment, right? Basically, even yourself, you know that only about 10% of Americans actually used diamonds before this ad came up. After that, it was probably about 80%. So in reality, what we're trying to do with the website, I mean, well, sorry, with the brand itself, with your brand, is to preserve this heritage of the world's most sacred emerald region, right? And to say that it's ethically sourcing like, these 20 times rarer than diamond gems, and reimagining their journey, right? So when it comes to, and to do this, you not only need, the pitch deck. The pitch deck is just one thing, but you need a brand identity, like a simple book that's going to tell you exactly, how things are going to be built out. For example, the website, packaging, business cards, you name it. Any element that comes out will be based on that specific brand book. And when it comes to ad concepts, I mean, it's really interesting because you have so many ideas to go by. You can have like this ad concept, but that says, "Don't give her diamonds." And you can have this, give her what they gave queens, rebels, and rainforests. The truth, Colombian Muzo emeralds that are 20 times rarer than diamonds, for example, right? Or the only emeralds that matter. And we can go so deep into creating these creative concepts, like, for example, forever begins with green. And I think this is genius because we are you will be targeting a lot of the newer generations, right? And I think that one of the issue with Tiffany and De Beers is that they are a bit old, right? And I think that they pertain a little bit to the older industry or older target audiences. And this is good because you have a unique opportunity to just storm into this market that is new, that they want something new, they want something to be tailor-made for them, right? So forever begins with green. Just as they anchor diamonds to forever, you can anchor emeralds to origin, truth, and eternity, right? So it's not just the color, it's the essence of renewal, authenticity, and legacy. So it's super simple. Before forever, there was origin and things like these. Or one of the most favorite things that I actually thought about, it was like a diamond says I will, an emerald says I always have. So in a way, you're using the popularity of the beers, but at the same time, you're creating something interesting. Just an idea, but I think that you really need to have this document, and if you're open to it, I can definitely send over some information on how that can look, and the process for that, and we can build it fairly quickly. It takes about. Um 2 weeks maximum, with a logo that's going to be unique to your company and speak to target audience. So thank you.